Tuesday night, they come and be excited about, you know, the men in the room, the young adult romance book. So excited about that. So we're just going to get started first. I'm Nicole Allen. Yes, and I'm Emily Cox, so we are team. We are team. Yes, thanks, Jane. Yes, Team Emily and Nicole. And actually, we do need to thank our families because they came and they helped set up. Yes. And also the AF library staff. Holy cow, we came and all the chairs were done and everything. So that was so great. They didn't care that we put pins in things. I mean, it was really nice of them to just destroy their furniture. Yes. So anyway, thank you. So today's a big day. Yeah. Today we released our first book, and this book we'll get into that. Yeah, you're going to hear about it. We'll get into the story behind the story if you haven't read already. There is a story behind this story. So hopefully you all have red envelopes. Don't open those until later. You're welcome to open up your swag boxes though and eat whatever is inside. Everything in the swag box is not represented in the book. So anyway, you'll have to read it and find out, I guess. What else, Nicole? We have a little presentation for you, and then we'll do some prizes, and then after that, book signing. Okay, we should probably tell them the snafu that happened. Oh, you guys. Moment of silence. Here's the thing. Oh, moment of silence. Here's the thing. This book has never had anything perfect happen to it. We've never, in our writing career, nothing's ever gone perfectly, and this is also something that did not go perfectly. We got a first print of our books, and they were the wrong color, so they looked really dingy and not very pretty. And so we were like, okay, we gotta hurry and do it, and we ordered them, and our hardcovers that were to be sold tonight are going to be delivered tomorrow. They're somewhere in a UPS facility. Somewhere. So they're coming, they're just not here yet, so we are going to sell them, and then we will personally hand deliver them to you tomorrow or this week sometime. Hopefully. Yeah. Hopefully. Yes. But anyway, so unfortunately that's just how it goes sometimes with life, and we're used to imperfect lives. We are, especially with writing. So yes. So quickly, we do have some books. We have paperbacks here tonight. So the hardcovers are something that you can actually order. London, Nicole's daughter, will help you with that later if you're interested in a hardcover. Or if you just want to, if we run out tonight and you just want to buy one on Amazon, perfect. They'll go directly to your house and they won't be signed, but that's okay. Love will come to you. All right. So, okay, well, we're going to just start about we're going to talk about our journey. Our journey.
The story behind the story.
There's a weird hum that happened. There is. So we're going to... Mood lighting. There's a little bit of mood lighting here. Okay. So we're going to talk about the story behind the story. We kind of did it as an arc, like a story arc, you know? Yeah. We were telling the story that we were living while writing the story that was completely fake, but we pretended was real. Yes. Yeah. And these people are real, whatever you say. So, hold on. Whoops. There we go. All right, it started way back in 2009. Some of you weren't even alive then in this room. So some of you might have been still in, I don't know, junior high or high school. So back in 2009. So go back with us. Yes, way back. We just had little ones. Little ones. When we moved into the same ward and the same neighborhood, the exact same time, within like months from each other. And our kids were within months of each other in age. Yep. So we were across the street neighbors. We saw a lot of each other. We started going on walks. Yes, with strollers.
Double strollers.
Double strollers once
strollers.
the second ones came.
Yes.
Oh yeah, because our second ones came by that time.
Yeah. So we had double strollers, and if you don't know Cedar Hills, which most of you do, there's hills everywhere. Just everywhere.
It's pretty much like you can't miss them.
Yeah.
And you can't, like, if you go down, you're going to have to come back up.
Well, if you go up, then you still have to go up sometimes.
Yeah,
so
it is.
I don't know. But anyway.
They're very good for your thighs.
Our legs looked fabulous that year.
They did.
I know.
It was a good year.
Double strollers. So we started talking, and
one day,
Then one day.
Then one day.
I had this weird dream, and I was like, this would be such a good book. And so we were on a walk, and I told Nicole about it.
And I was like, that's an awesome dream that you just had. And she's like, and Emily's like, hey, we should write a book. And I said, I got nothing better to do.
Sure, okay.
And I said, heck yes, I used to write in high school.
So we started, it was like we were going on a walk and we were like bouncing ideas off each other. And that's kind of how it happened that we became co-writers.
Co-writers. This is us. We're actually like 2015 here, but we look a little bit different. We got a little white and pink hair going on
A little
there.
different, yeah.
Just a little bit different.
So,
A little bit.
we just started, that's how it started. Ta-da, it's nothing fancy. It's just about that. We had one goal, well, two goals actually.
Yeah.
Write a book, finish a book.
And not a lot of people can write a book and finish a book, to be honest. It's really hard. It's really easy to start a book. Really hard to finish a book.
Yeah.
So those were our two objectives.
And so we did!
We did!
We wrote a book that's not this one that we're selling tonight. And it still sits on our computer.
It's a great book, and some of you have beta read it, and it was kind of had problems. It had problems.
Yeah. It
But
will surface again now.
It will surface again. We have goals for this book, Wishful. We did finish it though.
Yeah.
So we wrote a book, we finished a book.
Yeah.
We loved the book. It was not ready yet.
It's not ready. Well, and so this is our process. We wrote the book, and then
We really, really wanted a book deal from this book that was not ready to be shown to anybody.
no. So we did all of these steps multiple times.
We researched agents, we queried agents, we prayed, we repeated that 5 billion times.
Yeah, there's not enough
We're
room.
going to get that agent, and we didn't.
No.
And we decided, okay, you know what, we got to rewrite it. We don't love it. We got to rewrite it. We're getting, people giving us feedback like it's not that great. So we just were like, rewrote, hoped, brainstormed. We did so much work on this wonderful book, and we got rejected. Someone said it out there.
Like, not
So
even
many.
nicely sometimes.
No, so
not
many.
even, like, we just didn't hear it all sometimes.
Mhm. It was sad. So we're going to just show a little bit. Oh, no. Maybe we can't. Whoops.
Do we have volume for the TV?
Hold on. Oh, we do.
Slide it up.
Maybe.
Hold on. Maybe?
Oh, but you know what, Jake? I think I need to...
Let's
Here,
try
you
it.
want me to try this?
Hold on. I think I need to...
No, just go. Just
Okay.
try it.
Okay.
And if not...
our work to literary agent, I'll be rooting for you. Dear Emily Cox and Nicole Allen, it may not seem this way, but saying no is tough for me. I'm sure hearing it is tough for you. But it's really important for me to fall in love with a project, and that just did not happen in this case. Please know that I really appreciate your patience during this process, and I truly wish you the best of luck in finding the right agent. I'll be rooting for you.
I really appreciate your patience during this process, and I truly wish you the best of luck in finding the right agent. I'll be rooting for you to never write anything ever again.
So times that by, I don't know, 200. I don't know how many times we queried, but
Oh, sorry.
anyway, we queried a lot, and then we just got a lot of those, or none, and we just had to assume that it was a no.
Yep.
So, and they're all different. Some are just like one sentence, some are 3 paragraphs of nonsense.
And you know what? It hurts every time.
It does.
Oh, it hurts every 300, 500, and 700 times. So, in the meantime, as we're like, okay, we got to rewrite this book again, one day I came up to Emily at a function, and I said, you know what? I really want to write a story about a girl who becomes a Buddhist monk.
And I was like, well, I have this idea about like this golden child, this golden boy who, and blah, 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 right? And so then
We're like, let's just see if we can morph those together.
So
So 6 weeks later, we wrote and finished Magic 8, which was the first title of
The Other Side of Together. So we wrote it in 6 weeks, which was crazy to us.
We were in it. Yeah. Like, our kids are like, do I have a mom? And they're like, better not bug her now, because she's in the zone. And then we wrote 2 more. Oh, yeah. Like,
not in 6 weeks, but
pretty quick. Yeah, like, it was pretty quick. We were like, this story has so much more. So, what did we do? We queried, we prayed, we did the whole process of the same thing that we did for Wishful.
Heavenly Father is so like, oh, here they are again.
Oh, what did we get?
I wonder what they're gonna ask.
Rejected again.
Yep.
So let's read another one.
The rejection letter we received after submitting our work to agent, I don't have time for you. Dear author, many thanks for the email regarding your manuscript. Would you time declining with my regrets? Given the demands of running a full-service agency and continuing to best represent my current clients, I must make difficult decisions every day regarding what new projects I can sign. I appreciate your thinking of me and wish you the best of luck in your search for representation.
Rejection letters. Dear authors, ooh, 2 rejections. Feeling 2 souls in 1 letter.
Thank you to our husbands.
Yes.
Yeah.
They were so good at being so willing. But then, you guys, we got an agent.
Yay! We got an agent!
So cool! And not right after, but a little bit shortly after there, we got a book deal.
Woo!
For Magic 8.
Like that, we were like, this is it!
Yeah, we made it.
Yeah.
We really did make it. And we got an editor. And you know what? That did not show her. Hold on.
It's the next one.
There we go.
There you go. Okay.
So we got an editor, and she was a freelance editor. And the craziest thing about this woman, her name's Laura Whitaker, and we love her, and she's actually married
to this day.
Yes. Do you want to tell them the story? Why don't you tell them the story?
Okay, so Laura was a freelance editor because she had left Bloomsbury, which is a big publishing house. She'd left because her parents needed a little more intensive care, and she was the sole child, so she left, and she was going to just do freelance editing from afar. So fast forward, she got our book, and we...
At Bloomsbury.
Well,
yes.
Oh, yes. That's right. At Bloomsbury, she got our book. Went across the table. We don't know this until later. She gets assigned as a freelance to our new project. And we're talking to her. This is all over emails. And she puts 2 and 2 together that we were a book that when she was an editor at Bloomsbury, it went all the way through the acquisition process, except it hit a wall at social media presence because we had none.
Yes.
And Bloomsbury was like, oh, sorry, no, these girls, kick them out. So our book almost, we would not have found this out, but Laura was the editor at the time at Bloomsbury. She championed it, and then she left Bloomsbury and she became the freelance, and she got to work on it anyway. So,
and she said she loved it at the beginning. She was like really wanting it, and it was like the higher up said no. And then she ended up being an awesome editor.
So we got to work with her anyway,
Yes.
which we didn't know anyway.
And we loved her.
We did love Laura.
We loved her, but we felt a little unsettled about the publishing house that we were with. Just a little bit unsettled.
Like we kept talking about it. This doesn't feel right, right? So we're question.
And this is why.
Need we say more? I don't know.
This was our cover.
Yeah. We had no say in anything. From the beginning it was like, they took it.
And we were like, oh, but we don't love it. And it was like, too bad for you. This is the cover that's going to go out.
Too bad for you. This guy's lips are photoshopped on. And they're crooked.
So bad. Like, it was so not San Francisco vibe.
Anyway, we were like, oh. And it was immediate, like, shame almost.
It was so bad. And we actually tried to push towards going to a different cover, and we were basically told no. So we were having these like unsettled feelings about it.
Yeah.
Things were just not feeling right.
No.
And then something hit the book scene about this exact same time, and it was called #OwnVoices, which we understand that is something that is big, but within our book we do have a Taiwanese as a main character, and neither one of us are Taiwanese.
And so some people had some serious issues
They had some
with
problems
it.
with that.
So
So
that kept coming, and things were just hitting. And
the book.
Yeah,
ew.
we were like, ew.
And then one day, we got an email from our publisher.
Oh my gosh.
And they let go of 50% of their clientele with that day. That day. And we actually got an email saying, hey, don't worry, we still are gonna publish your work.
Like, you guys are fine.
Yeah. And then the very next day, we got an email that said, just kidding.
Here's your rights back.
Yeah.
Okay.
So here we are.
So U-turn.
U-turn.
Yep, we're going
Here
in
we
a
go.
different direction now.
We started over, but at least we still had our agent.
Yep.
And then we're like, actually, nah.
Whoops, where'd
Where'd it go? Sorry. Sorry. It was there. Oh, maybe not.
Okay.
Well, so we decided to let her go.
We let our agent go. Things were not working out.
They were not.
And that's something that in the writer's world we didn't realize that you could, they're working for us, so we were like, oh, wait a minute, this isn't working. So we let her go.
We did.
And we started all over. So, and it's 2016 now.
Yep.
So we've been going at it for 7 years. And
Yes.
we're doing the same thing, writing, editing,
All
lots
that
of
kind
praying
stuff.
again.
No, and what? We decided to also query again. And,
Rejected.
right?
Yesterday you got it, man. You got it.
Rejected.
Yep.
Here is a real-life rejection letter from Agent We Don't Like Your Work. Dear Emily Cox and Nicole Allen, thank you for sending me two truths. After a review of your query and several pages, I found I just did not connect with your work. And this will have to be a pass for me. Keep in mind that publishing is a subjective industry, and what may not work for me may be exactly what another agent is looking for. Thank you so much for the opportunity of reviewing your query, and I wish you the best of luck in your writing career.
I just didn't connect enough with your work, and this will be a pass for me. To the trash, to never be seen again, empty recycle bin.
Here's where Jake enjoyed that
They
way
did. They had
more
a
than
lot
we
of
should
fun.
have actually. So.
They had a lot of fun with that.
Okay.
So, time passed. The industry started to change.
Big time.
They, with a double Y, they wrote another book. They wrote another book. And
We have an
actually,
editor for that, I guess.
yeah.
I don't know.
We did write another book, and strangely enough, that rejection was for this book. So that also happened.
Yep.
Yeah, we've been rejected to that too. So 2020 happened, and we started discussing indie publishing.
Because indie publishing, for those of you who don't know, that's just when you don't get an agent, you don't get a publishing house, you just do the whole thing yourself. And it can be good for some people, but it's really tough, and it's kind of saturated. But we were like, well, what are we gonna do?
What are we gonna do? We want to be writers. We want to publish our work, and we do believe in it. So we're like, let's seriously consider this.
And the industry is changing, and it's still changing like rapidly. So that's where we decided to go.
So our new plan: revise, write, edit, over and over, because we knew that it just needed extra work.
Yep.
Obviously. We attended Storymakers in 2021. We entered the first chapter contest. Then we rewrite, revise, and we were just waiting.
Just wait, and work, and that's what we did.
Then a miracle happened, and we met a woman.
A woman. Well, first I have to thank a woman who's actually here.
Stand up.
Whitney. You have to say this all started because of Whitney.
Yes. This actually did all start because of Whitney.
So we were at Storymakers, which is a writers' conference in Provo. It's a big one, and Whitney was there, and we were there, and she came and sat with us at lunch, and she's like, "Have you seen that table for Monster Ivy? I think you would be really interested. You should stop by." I was like, "No, we haven't been up to that floor yet." So anyway, it really did start because of Whitney. And when we went up and we met, it's this new, smaller publisher. They were just starting, and the owner's name was Mary, and she started chatting with us, and we hit it off immediately.
We had like an impromptu talk, like we were just discussing our book, and she's like, "I love it. I want you to send it to me." And we were like, "Yeah,
Okay.
sweet."
Yeah.
She wrote back. She read it all. She wrote back, and she's like, "How about some revisions?" But we're like, "Okay, but that's okay," because she's looking at it and she just wants us to send it back to her.
Yes.
Great idea.
So
Love
first,
it.
excitement.
So more
More.
editing, more rewriting, more everything.
I don't know how many versions we've done. I really don't.
I don't either.
Lost track, didn't count. So.
Then, a devastating unwanted email arrived in our inbox, and it said that Monster Ivy's is closing their doors.
And we were like, of course they are. That's what we said.
We were like,
of course.
oh, this sounds just like us.
Yes, this is just how, this is our writing
And
career.
she's like, I loved your work, but we're not going to continue with Monster Ivy. And it really was devastating because it was the first time we're like, oh my goodness, like we actually have a shot at a publishing house that we fell in love with. And we're like, oh my goodness.
But she was having some personal issues that we didn't realize, right?
Yeah.
And so then she just sent the email out and people were sad.
Yeah. So here's our brain. And that's exactly how our brain was.
And we had to make some new decisions.
So we're like, okay, do we want to keep on going traditional? Do we want to give up? That wasn't an option, ever. Or do we want to do indie? We were still like considering this. And then, 2 days later.
Really? Yeah.
2 days after we got that devastating email, Monster Ivy was saved!
Yay! Yay, Michelle!
Yay, Michelle, you're on there. She's amazing, and we got an email saying, hey, I basically like Michelle, her name's Amy Michelle Carpenter, and she bought Monster Ivy.
She's like, anyway, there's a long process of very cool stories
Very cool.
that happened that it was meant to be, right?
Yep.
So Michelle came in and she sent an email. She's like, just kidding, it's alive again.
It's fine, and Mary's told me about your work, and I'm excited to look at it. I need you to do some revisions.
Again, lost count. We don't know.
In 2022, we submitted a couple of pieces into the First Chapters contest at Storymakers, which is a conference that is in Utah. And we weren't there because we both had to work on Friday. Whitney was there.
Yeah, Whitney was there. And some of our writers group who were here.
Yes.
Yes.
And Jamie was there. Yeah, we had people there. And I'm watching it live because we did a virtual stream. And we won first and third places. And we couldn't even go up and get our award in person.
And I was blissfully unaware.
The only time we weren't there in person.
Yes, the only year.
And I'm like texting you, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm trying to call, but you're at work.
I'm wrangling teenagers. That's what I was doing, completely unaware of what just happened.
It was huge for us because we had submitted for many, many years, and we got first and third, which was huge.
That's big
in our category.
Yeah. So then we got this little boost.
Yes. And then we actually met Amy Michelle Carpenter that year at Storymakers.
Yep.
And we loved her immediately.
And we still.
And we're like, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. We love you already. It's so amazing.
Yay.
And so she says, I encourage you both to revise this and resubmit if you are comfortable with making these changes. I would love to see a fresh draft and hope to be able to work with you in the future.
This might have been our most exciting rewrite. We were like, yes, and we're going to get this done in a day.
And she kind of gave us like some things that she wanted to see, and we're like, oh, direction? Okay, we'll take it. We're really good at taking direction.
Yep.
So we did it.
We did.
And then it
happened.
It really happened this time.
We actually were like, really? So picture this, if you dare. It's late, it's like 11:54 at night.
Exactly.
And I'm washing my face and I'm in my robe. Like the day is done. Can't remember what day. Anyway.
Oh.
So, and I'm like, I'm just gonna check my email. Because when you are waiting to hear from an agent or an editor or a publisher, you just check your email compulsively.
Yes.
So I was like, just one more time before bed, just gonna check it. And I open it, and there's a blue dot in my email saying, you've got a new email, and it's from Amy Michelle Carpenter. And I was like, so I'm in my bathroom, Christopher is snoring out in our room, and of course Nicole's at her own house, right, with also a snoring husband. So I was like, I'm calling her. So, phone call, hushed in the bathroom, but lots of squealing.
Oh, so many squealing. So many squealings.
So much squealings.
We signed with Monster Ivy in December of 2022.
Yes.
And we have not looked back. We love them so much, and it was like a great moment in our lives. This cover's a whole lot better than the other one, I'm just saying.
And we got full say in the whole process.
We got to choose our entire cover.
So
and,
the artist did it, and then she sent it to us, and then we got to have a say in it. It was beautiful.
It was so, in fact, with Monster Ivy, we've had a lot of says. A lot of says.
Everything, actually, Nicole and I talk about this all the time. Everything we wanted in a publishing deal and a publishing experience has happened with Monster Ivy.
It has.
Like boom, boom, boom.
So we were so excited, and we had some ARC readers, and so here's some of our 5-star
ARC stands for
reviews.
Advanced Reader Copies, by the
Yes.
way. You have a review team before your book ever comes out. So that's what it's
So yeah, so we've had some 5-star reviews we're super excited about, and the end. Oh wait.
But wait,
But there's more.
we couldn't resist.
No, there's more on the other side of Together. We are writing booktube right now, and we're
It's
very
almost done.
close. We are very close to
5
sending
chapters.
it to Michelle. We're so excited.
Yeah.
And so it's really, it's just been such an amazing thing. So, in closing, here's our statistics. 14 years of writing together, 5 books written, 2 book deals, 1 amazing publisher, 300 plus 500, 700, I don't really know, rejections, 10 rewrites, 5 years of first chapter contest, and 2 wins.
10 rewrites of this
Yes, of
book,
just this
at
book.
least.
At
10.
least.
We were counting, we're like, I think at least 10,
Yeah.
probably more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so some of you were our original beta readers. If you read it from the very beginning, I want you to stand up.
I know.
Yeah!
It's a little embarrassing, honestly, but we love you.
We love you for enduring those
Yeah.
moments.
Probably not the easiest thing you've ever done.
No,
So-
it was not, but we are so proud of what we've accomplished and what we're yet to accomplish, and we're grateful for this journey that we've been on. So
And lots of supportive, encouraging people in our world. And
our
that,
families, oh man.
honestly, this is what happens. So this is kind of, we've talked about this, and this is a more religious moment. So we have prayed so much. We really have. And we say funny things
Yeah.
to God sometimes.
And he's like, oh, okay, I get it.
And he's like, there,
Yeah.
it will be fine. And honestly, he's listened because we just watched it all unfold. Finally, we were just like, just take it. You know what we want. Just make it happen, don't make it happen, whatever you want to do with it. And then he did. It was just like, just laid out.
When we originally wanted Magic 8 to be published, Monster Ivy was not a thing.
They weren't a thing.
And so but now we're with something that I feel like God knew we wanted this
Yeah.
specific publishing house, and we just had to wait. We had to keep writing, keep rewriting, keep trying, but really it was just a wait and see what I can do for you. So we're really grateful for the big guy.
And so the end of this, but definitely not the end. We are going to just keep writing till we're 99.
We got lots of stuff.
Yeah, we will. We'll be writing teenage books till we're 99. They're like, why
That's
are
right.
these old ladies writing teenage
But
books?
I feel like we'll be on like Today's Show. Then we're like, well, we're bringing on some 99-year-olds and they're still writing teenage books.
So anyway, we love you all for coming and letting us be a little self-indulgent about
Yes.
this moment. 14 years in the making. So
Awesome.
I know. I feel like we should.
No, but here's the thing, guys. All of you got. Should we just do we'll do the prizes?
Let's do the
next.
prizes.
You guys had to.
Lights.
Oh, turn on. Chris,
Yeah, do you
turn
mind
on the
turning on the
lights?
lights? Thanks.
We had an idea to keep it very. I don't know. Keep it very Asian.
Well, yeah, because
Theme.
our main girl character is Taiwanese.
Taiwanese, and she's amazing, by the way.
So.
And in the first of the book, we talked about our acknowledgments or who we dedicated the book for, and I actually dedicated it to my daughter because she is Chinese. Where are you, May? Where did she go? Right there. And her name is Mei Li, and our main character's name is Mei Li. So it's pretty special to me. So, anyways, we have these red envelopes. Okay, inside these red envelopes are fortunes or winning tickets. So, bust them out and scratch off. It's a scratch off. Use your keys or whatever you got.
If you need something, we can find something for you.
And if you have a winning ticket, come on up because we got some stuff for you.
Okay.
The first winning ticket we've got. We are giving away mini Magic 8 balls.
Yay!
So whoever raises their hand first. Watch, nobody has them.
I know they're like, we don't have any more.
Oh, come
Yay!
on up! Did you win? Woo! Woo!
Come on up. Or Nicole will come to you. That's fine. Okay.
Angie, you got one? Okay, we've got some big
one.
Oh, yay!
Winner!
Awesome.
Who else? Anybody else got a win?
Oh, come on up, come on up.
Did you get a winner?
Here, you probably can't get through. Where?
I know.
Let's see. I don't want to trip over anything. So, yay! That's what you wanted. Magic 8 ball.
Okay, did anybody else get a winning ticket? Okay, awesome.
And all this stuff obviously is in the book, right? So there's a theme here.
These are pretty special. Haley, come on up. These are pretty special because my daughter London drew these for ours.
Yay! And now you have it, Isa. Come on, Haley won? No, honestly, that is fitting.
Yes, it is.
That is fitting, Haley.
That is fitting. Do we
Haley has
have
been
any
there from
other
day
winners
one.
out there?
Yay!
No other winners. Zero?
0.
No one. Everybody scratched up everything. Okay. Okay.
I guess we'll just keep on.
I know. Did all of the cards get passed out and stuff, London? Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Well, I think there might be a couple more winners out there, but.
Okay. Okay. Well, you guys, thank you so much
Yes.
for coming. We are so grateful that you're here. And so what we're going to do now is
I know this is
the
not
weird part.
how we pictured it.
Oh, you have one?
A winner?
Okay. Who's Hey! Woo! I'm like, I knew we had some more in there.
We definitely have a couple more in there. So.
This is to the newlyweds. You beat it. Yeah.
Again, they make an appearance in the book. Red vines make an appearance. They are a character in the book.
They are. Okay.
Okay.
So if you're interested, we've got some copies to buy up here. If you're interested in a hardcover where we will sign them, and London will be in charge of the orders over here. And we will hand deliver those. We'll sign them and hand deliver them. But if you're interested in paperback, we have some over here. You can also order on Amazon. Which
We're
is
not
totally
offended
fine.
anyway. Like however you want to do it is great.
Totally fine.
Whatever's easiest for you, fabulous. We just do Venmo tonight. That's how we'll do the payment situation. I don't know. Yay.
Oh yes.
yeah, photos.
If you buy, we're gonna have you take a picture by in San Francisco, really.
Well, you can probably also take a picture in front of San Francisco even if you don't buy.
It's totally fine. But either way, it's totally fine. But you know what? I just saw somebody in this audience that I wanted to give a shout out because.
Oh.
Yeah, I just didn't realize this, but my Aunt Jana is here. And I want to give her a shout out because, no joke.
Oh.
I loved writing, but I didn't feel like I was that great a writer. I don't know, I just saw her and I'm like, I don't know.
Oh my goodness.
So anyways, I was in 7th grade and she encouraged me to go to some writers' workshops. Do you remember this? And I fell in love with writing. So I'm going to give this props to you.
You should stand up though.
Yes.
And also a big time author over here. She's a big time author. Yay! Tina Ralston.
I have to give a shout out to Nicole and Emily. Anyway, Nicole is my first real student, I think, to be published. And I've taught for 36 years, and I taught English, and I don't think I ever had any students pursue a publishing career.
All right, everyone, thank you for coming. We are done. You are welcome to leave. You are welcome to stay. You are welcome to buy or not buy. We are not offended either way. So thanks again for coming. We love you all.